Hey guys, Lexus driver here. Welcome to a new video. Now on this video, this one is going to be talking about the brand new Mercedes-Maybach. This one is the Mercedes-Maybach EQS 680 SUV. So this one is a pure electric Mercedes-Maybach. Now this one has the same characteristics as the other Maybach vehicles, except that this one is a pure electric Mercedes Maybach. Now, as I said in the previous video when I discussed the Mercedes Maybach, I'm not going to go further into a lot of the details shown into this vehicle because it's pretty obvious that this is a premium Mercedes. This is a more premium Mercedes vehicle compared to S-Class, GLS, or in this case the E Series. The E Series SUV, because it's pretty much self-explanatory. Now, a vehicle like this, being a pure electric vehicle, like I can imagine, for someone who's going to be chauffeured in this vehicle, the chauffeur would have another responsibility when it comes to transporting uh, his his passenger, or a passenger who owns the vehicle, but would technically be having a chauffeur. The chauffeur would have a an additional task to make sure the car is still okay to drive. In this case, at the end of the day, he would charge the vehicle. And then once morning comes, he would unplug the vehicle and get it ready for transportation. So that's how I can think of, for this vehicle to be chauffeured. Anywhoosies, the Mercedes Maybach EQS 680. What I'll say is, it's a bit smaller than the Mercedes Maybach GLS, but it still has a lot of goodies that you would find in the other Maybach vehicles, like you know what I mean, which I'm gonna show you later on. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, luxury. View all luxury features. Okay, it should be in the optional section. Yeah, yeah, here we go. Um, Now for an electric vehicle, like this premium, being this vehicle that's meant to be chauffeured, um, there's a lot of challenges when it comes to making a pure electric chauffeur focused vehicle. Like when I say chauffeur focused, that basically means that this vehicle is, you're meant to be traveling as a passenger in this vehicle. You're not supposed to drive it. So you know having a pure electric chauffeur driven vehicle comes with a lot of challenges, the battery. Most of the battery, it should be, to keep the vehicle going, but you should also have some power when it comes to auxiliaries, like for example in this case a cool box. um, I'm pretty sure it's the same description here. Yeah, yeah, here we go. Optional refrigerator box for rear cabin. That's a cool box. Keep your favorite beverage perfectly chilled for enjoyment with this compact refrigerated compartment concealed between the rear seat backs. Okay. Disclaimer. What the disclaimer says here. Yeah, yeah. So requires executive rear seat package plus. Please obey local laws. Yeah, yeah. Now, given the size of this cool box here, it can fit two champagne bottles or two sparkling wine bottles and three water bottles. For a quick drink, or I'm pretty sure, for someone who's going to be chauffeured in this vehicle. He would not only carry water bottles, but also he would carry maybe non-alcoholic drinks or even a bottle of beer. Okay, so that's for the refrigerator box for the rear cabin. And yes, okay, so yeah, the champagne flutes. You do get champagne flutes in this vehicle. It's actually stored where the um, it's actually stored the same way as where the Mercedes-Maybach S-Class vehicle would be storing the champagne flutes. And like the other Mercedes-Maybach vehicles I've shown you, the champagne flutes are metal. So it's so that way the drink stays cool. It's not like, you know, Rolls-Royce. Okay. Anyways, yeah, here we go. Optional champagne flute holders. Magnetic pads in the rear console can help keep the accessories silver-plated champagne flutes in place while passengers are enjoying them. The flutes, sold separately, can nest into a rear cabin compartment when not in use. The flutes are custom made by Robbie and Berking's German silversmiths for 5 generations and available separately from your dealer. So yeah. And disclaimer. Okay, here we go. Requires refrigerator box for rear cabin, champagne flutes sold separately. Please obey local laws. So yeah, the same disclaimers as, you know, any Mercedes-Maybach when going for a cool box and champagne flutes. It's pretty cool, like, you know, a pure electric Mercedes-Maybach offering this kind of luxury. It's pretty cool. Like, you know, they've overcome a lot of the challenges of you know, when it comes to having a big battery, because, you know, when it comes to a pure electric vehicle, the battery is something that's going to have to provide a lot of power to power most of the vehicle when it comes to driving. But when it comes to accessories, that's a whole different story. So I would say Mercedes-Maybach really did their homework when they're building a pure electric Mercedes-Maybach that's exclusively designed to be chauffeured. And to end off the video here, a character I can come up with that would be in this vehicle. A character who is a businessman, but how he became a businessman was pretty rough. Like he never actually came from money. A businessman who would be chauffeured in this vehicle, but he can choose to drive it every day. But on times when he has to be chauffeured, he can be chauffeured in this vehicle. His cool box can be like a neat party trick, like to celebrate a success with a bottle of champagne. Or if it's a minimum celebration, he can just grab a drink from the top part of the refrigerator, like a cold bottle of beer. Or if he needs to hydrate himself, he can grab a bottle of water stored on top. So that's the character I can come up with that would be in this vehicle. By the way, guys, that's all I have this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and be sure you hit that notification bell so you can stay updated on new content I have on my YouTube channel. By the way, guys, that's all I have this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, and have a good day, everybody.